Footsteps again. A hammer. God, this isn't healthy. Listen to that. It is eerily quiet here in the Agriprom. The wind rustling the shrubbery, the bushes. That's all there is on the air. Some birds in the background. Occasionally a dog. Otherwise, desolate silence. Eerie silence. And silence is what we need to endeavour to keep. Okay, let's have a look here. Here we go again. So, I think I'll be safe just hobbling up here. I want to show you something on the camera. This isn't just a military garrison here. This is a full-on military base. I mean, look, oh my god. There's the makings of a watchtower there, which I'm sure has a fixed MG position in it. I know I have a recent history of fixed MG positions, which doesn't mean I want to repeat it. I'd consider picking out a route where I go around the boundary a bit and document the experience as best I could, but it's a military base. I don't have a death wish. And I know that by virtue of being here in the zone, in principle I do have a death wish, but at least on my own terms. Not like this. An interesting place nonetheless. Will there be a point in the future where I'll be able to visit and look in detail at the place? Who's to say? I was really tempted to wander down there until I actually saw just how fortified the place was, and now I'm doing a complete 180, sticking to the task at hand, keeping things quiet. I'm now returning to my own disposition, which is a nervous, quiet one, which I'm happy with. Just going over there, I'll probably end up screaming for my life again. But I need to pick a route out. I should really just bear to the east, shouldn't I? I should bear to the east, get my anomaly detector out, and just keep my wits about me. No, get some bolts out, actually, and then tread up the road, so I'm just away from this entire fortification altogether. Interesting though, the PDA highlights some manholes here. I can run underground there, inside the military base as well, and also where I needed to be. I would get closer, but let's do that another time. I'm gonna get back this side of the fence. Feel a little bit safer. Okay. There's also something I wanted to, the bushwhacker anomaly. Is this a actual... I'm not picking up any activity. Always worth a look. Yeah, there's no reading there. Pretty satisfied with that. Ecologist, there's a fracture lurking around. What's a fracture? Me when I stumble down this hill and fracture my leg? Probably. was I saying? Yes, there's some thoughts I want to externalise for the first time, which I've been mulling over, daydreaming over, actually. I've mentioned from the very beginning the idea of romanticising this place, and it manifests in dreaming, wishing. You may be grasping what I'm on about here. When I first got into the zone, I mentioned the wish granter to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. What the hell is that? Monolith on the radio. PDA. What are you? Just heard ecologists are in Agraprom. Please keep that thing away from me. Can I shop off here? Let's just take the head and the mask. I think there's an article I can read here as well. Everything's interrupting my ponderings. As long as I'm not dying. Here we go. Snorks are horrifically mutated soldiers and stalkers. These creatures were apparently once people, as they still wear the tattered remains of their uniforms, although it is difficult to imagine what conditions could bring a person to this state. Having a nervous breakdown? Could be me. Snorks lead a completely animal way of life. They move on all four limbs, bouncing over the ground, and are constantly sniffing the air to catch the smell of their next meal, especially more impressive with a gas mask on their head. They hunt cleverly and prudently, waiting for stalkers like predatory animals. Lightning reflexes and hypertrophied muscles allow snorks to make long, precise jumps within seconds, and within seconds tear their victims to shreds. Trivia. Originally thought to be unfortunate survivors of the very first military expeditions into the zone, their continued presence into 2018 has opened up dark avenues of thought and speculation regarding their true nature. Well, that was a wonderful thought exercise. Where was I? Oh yes, on romanticising this place. So, the wish granter has me very, very curious. I have been thinking about it more and more. And how do I put this? Do I really want to go down here? Let's not. How does something like the wish granter, if it does exist, it's a big if. People have come here searching for it. It's like the mythos of the zone. There's the artifacts which are very real, and there's the wish granter, which who's really to say? The whole idea of coming here to finding S.T.A.L.K.E.R's hideout is that I'm hoping I can find some kind of clue pointing to the existence of the wish granter. I know I'm here to document everything, and someone like S.T.A.L.K.E.R, or even like Doctor, I suppose, are a great link to the past where I can ask questions that I otherwise would not get the answers to. But my real goal here, to be completely honest with you, is that wish granter. I'm romanticising the idea of it, and I'm externalising my thoughts now, just so we can see, at least on watching this back, how my opinions and thoughts change when thinking about it. Because at the moment, I'm bloody well fixated on it, and I don't know where it's going to take me. It's going to take me. Like, where does the wish granter come from? Nuclear power is this... I was never very good at chemistry in school. I could never do a chemical equation, you know, with your protons and your neutrons and your electrons. I could never do it. 6 months I spent trying to learn it over and over and over again. I just can't do it. My head's not big enough. But I do respect the magnitude of what that most basic chemistry means. Chemistry, physics, nuclear physics. Everything. This tree, the amount of its atoms placed about the place, are different to what's in the air. I appreciate that, and it's very basic, but it makes my point. Nuclear is an entire other level. It is beyond my sphere of thinking by a good... There's something else. Zombies, I think. Blue, put the bolts away. Shall be investigating. Yes, something like the wish granter. I'm determined to finish this thought. Could it be the result of the disaster here? Another dog. It seems to be coming this way. I'm assuming it's a dog. Let's take what I can ply off pretty quickly. I don't want that thing to come running at me. Missed. Missed. I'm hoping you got... Nope, some rubles. I'll carve them out of your hand. Anyway, where was I going with the wish granter thing? I just wanted to externalise my thoughts. Really. It's a mythical thing. What if it does exist? Really. I will admit, I've closed my eyes here once upon a time. A fair few times, and got to sleep and dreamt about it. Thought about it. By day, I'll ponder about it. And I just thought it was about time that I came clean. I'm not exactly sure what my intentions are with it, apart from pure curiosity. Could the nuclear disaster have invented the wish granter by virtue of a nuclear explosion the like of which Europe certainly hasn't seen the like of which? It seems stupid to externalise, because you don't see a wish granter popping up in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, do you? It's time to start thinking out loud and start documenting. Is this where I need to be? Looks to be so. Hearing more zombies. That looks like another one of those S.T.A.L.K.E.R things. There's a body in the back of that. I don't think I can get my leg up properly though. And you know what? Let's put the knife in the waistband. And let's put the pistol... Get that to hand. Won't be able to draw the Mosin as quickly, but... Bandage. And you look to be different. PDA saying a fracture. More reading, more documenting. I'm not complaining. Look at the arms on you. Look at the arms on you. I thought you were going to be a S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I suppose you would have jumped in my face already if you were a S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Fractures are former, seemingly devolved human beings with an animalistic mindset. Unlike other mutant humanoids, this fracture has retained a rather familiar appearance, looking like a hunchbacked old man in tattered clothing, despite being over 2 meters tall. Not much is known about these creatures. It is believed they were either former residents who illegally lived in the area before the second disaster, or early test subjects involved in a genetic experimentation. Its hypertrophied arms and swollen hands slowed the creature down, but also act like clubs, which are able to easily knock down grown men with very little effort. Trivia. Sometimes they'll call for help when spotting stalkers. It is ambiguous whether they're calling to their fellow mutants, or the stalkers themselves. Ooh. Movement. More zombies. Some boxes. This is the kind of stuff that I should be taking, but I'm being very wary what I can carry around. I should be taking that to help repair my own stuff down the line, but right now, no thank you. Staying alive, keeping space for... I need to pick a way in here. If I go up this North Marsh Road, yeah, I'm going to run into zombies on the way, but I'm going to have everything in front of me or to my left. If I sneak in here, I can get set about on from any angle. Then again, where am I going when I'm leaving? Am I dropping back into the swamp? Depends if I get many military badges. Duty? Returned from the Chernobyl nuclear power plant with some important intel. A psi storm is expected within 18 hours. Well, thank you for fulfilling your duty and telling us that. I'm going to reach the walls as quick as I can. I think I might exit that way. Can't believe I'm planning that far ahead. And I need the fresh mag. Now the Agroprom. The nerve-wrecker anomaly. Where in the actual property? Ah, that there. I could do a bite to eat and something to drink. It always feels like the wrong moment. Here we go, I might have some luck with some torn down fences here where I can get beyond. And a shed. Is it a shed? It was leading down to the Agroprom underground, I'm assuming. No! Not heading there from that angle. I'm going to go to the coordinates I was given by Doctor. I'm hearing bubbling. That'll be why. Rooftop access. You know what, knowing my luck, I'm not going to go up on the roof. There is, however, an anomaly in front of me. fire that is lit. Is that the anomaly? Or should I be expecting company? Who? Hi. Name's Blue. Friendly? Should I... Hey. Can we have a chat?
Спроси у старшова.
Who are you? No? No talkie. But you know what? Not being shot at, I consider it progress. You seem to have a cosy hideaway here, and I'm not going to intrude. Life goes on. Doesn't it just? Really go up and have a look. Save the battery on that. Okay, so it appears this place is occupied. I want to check out this anomaly. I can hear it. I don't think there's a case for going in here. No. All I seem to be running into so far are great examples of things that I should be coming back to later. Back to the task at hand. Blue? Okay. The Agroprom factory is powered by a train line. What did they have coming in on the trains? Military. Nothing left to scavenge. Nothing in there. Okay. Well, Doctor's coordinates. Place it over here, just beyond this next wall. And maybe I should be a bit more thorough in searching his train course, but... Okay. The Doctor's orders, so the saying goes, are right here. I hear something to ponder. What kind of guy was this S.T.A.L.K.E.R, eh? Was he a place to have his hideout? Was he a guy to have his hideout in a place which is nice and quiet and hidden, tucked away, that nobody would bother him, friend or foe? Or would he be the kind of guy to have his hideout right underneath everybody's nose, in a place that's very hostile, full of all kinds of unspeakable things? Because even judging by that alone, I think the latter may be true. Agroprom Underground. The Agroprom Underground is a subterranean network of tunnels. We've gathered that. What was that? There's my way out. Nobody is all too sure what the intended purpose of these catacombs were. As whilst compartments were clearly used for necessities such as plumbing, others appear distinctly scientific in nature. As of now, their only remaining use as a hideout. Their only remaining use is as a hideout for the desperate, including me, and as a hunting ground for the mutants who prey upon any unsuspecting stalkers that dare venture within. Trivia. During Duty's occupation of Agroprom, they organised brutal purges of the mutants dwelling in his underground area. It is implied that the military's chief interest in Agroprom is to investigate these catacombs for signs of a conspiracy So far, they found nothing. Dark, shadowy figures are known to stalk these tunnels. Be on your guard. This is fine. This is fine. Are those mine? Is that a reflection of my light sources? I'm hearing. Oh, bugger. Ow! Run away! Don't come around the corner, don't come around the corner, don't come around the corner. Wrong one. I should reload. I should reload. I'm done for. I'm done for. Oh. First aid. Good. Bandage. Good. Let's. I don't care if I have to draw muzzle in a gun just to be able to get a shot off. I'm going to do that from now on. I may not be able to keep it down, but I'm going to have a bite to eat, as if it's a drink, and then I'm going to go back down. If I can psych myself up to do that. Here we go. I shouldn't have the light. I should not have the light. Not me again. Sounds like the feeling's mutual though. You come to me. I'm sorry. Oh my god, what did I do? Open his head up? Did I shoot a bottle of jam he were carrying? Bandits are on the comms. Sorry, mate. Okay, looks relatively clear. Is anything? Or have you got more magazines? Oh god, I've frightened me to bloody death. Right, I am taking the bare essentials. As in the lightest stuff. Happily unload that for some buckshot. And yes, I can grab the rifles. The way the light is reflecting is so unreliable as well. Just take the lot. Is that a fire lighting that? Don't No. This deck of cards. A broken radio. Take the ammunition. This guy packing the shotgun. I'll only take the stuff in good condition. I'll take the suppressor. Oh wow. Plenty of damaged ammunition here though. I have to be really careful what I'm carrying again. Bloody hell, blue. Is that an IED? That's another IED. I have found far too many IEDs for my own comfort in this place. Bare necessities. A grenade. Sure? I don't need any more of that water, surely. And already I'm beginning to have something of a carrying problem. Surely I could just get rid of some of this water. Just see how we do. Stairwell. Don't know exactly what this place was. Don't really want to know. Something came up. There's an explosion caused the anomaly to form, and who really knows? That's a way up. But first we must go down. Mercenaries on the channels. Whew. Come on, Blue, come on. You can do this, mate. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Plenty of these anomalies. Running water, trickling somewhere. I don't even want to be crouched. I kind of just want to be on my toes. Slug, buck, or dart? Book. I don't like the vibe of this room. You know when you step into a place and tears come to your eyes for no good reason? You're not going to cry, but you just know some place is just wrong. Case in point. What the hell was that? Get out! What was that? It's following me. Can you go upstairs? Stop the bleeding. Maybe more footsteps. No, I don't know they're in my imagination. What was that? It's gonna be coming upstairs. Blue, you can so do this, Blue. You can do this, Blue. What was that? Some clarity? No? What's happening to me? First aid. That's what's happening to you. We can just deal with this one little thing at a time. Something's doing that. Something has to be doing that. Yeah. I've got to go find it. It was that. God. For the benefit of the tape, I am not okay right now. What are you? Psy-sucker. What's a psy-sucker? Psy-suckers are the relative species of bloodsuckers that possess unique psychic abilities. Unknown origins, psy-suckers are one of the most mysterious creatures in the zone. Autopsy results showed a lot of similarities to the bloodsuckers, especially with the optic camouflage which allows them to temporarily become almost invisible to the naked eye. On the contrary, further studies have shown that psy-suckers hold a developed nerve system unlike their relatives, which points towards their unique ability to affect the minds of others. Exactly what I was just experiencing there, where it is able to create a seemingly live images of itself. Oh, so that apparition I shot at. Psy-suckers have a torn, weaker skin compared to their relatives, as if they're losing their durability over time. They also lack the tentacles protruding from a bloodsucker's face along with other organs. Perhaps it's the reason why psy-suckers hide more occasionally while relying on their psi attacks. No trivia. So it's like a fun subject. That'll be a bloodsucker. Oh! Oh, I didn't know they did carbonara in the zone? I thought it was Mr. Krabs. Let's cut off what I can get. Oh, that'll be an article on this as well. Then there's whatever these little scroats are. What are you lot? One thing at a time, Blue. Bloodsuckers, as the name would suggest, are something monsters. The bloodsucker is a semi-legendary creature, often seen by stalkers as a symbol of both the dangers and corruption of the zone. This status has been achieved thanks to the species' relative rarity and the low survival rate of its victims. Should I consider myself lucky then? Those who have encountered them and lived to tell about it have described them as looking like tall, slouching humanoids with many tentacles protruding from their faces. Perhaps their most peculiar ability is their optic camouflage, which allows them to temporarily become almost invisible to the naked eye. Typically this won't last long, as they are at their weakest when cloaked and will often only use it when discovering prey or trying to hide their movements. Trivia. A rare subspecies once existed in the Great Swamp which carried its victims away. I did not need to know that. Now, finally, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, small rat-like creatures which move on their two hind legs. Their name is in reference to the something rodent called... I can read the word, I can't say the word, which move about in a very similar manner. Despite their behaviour, S.T.A.L.K.E.R are widely believed to have originated from trained and domesticated rats, which were experimented on before the second disaster. They live mostly in ruined buildings, feeding on anything that they can catch, both mutants and stalkers, and often in groups of up to 10 individuals. Like rats, they're also very smart creatures and will attack their victims from all sides, and because of their small stature, they can quickly overwhelm most prey when working together. Nothing useful on you, barely anything. You are Do you fear death? I'm getting Davy Jones vibes off of you. Onwards and downwards. Let's just talk about S.T.A.L.K.E.R, like doing some home furnishing. My feeling about this room was spot on. You know what? I'm going to go into the catwalk because I can funnel any traffic up or down it. Bottle of something. Damaged ammunition. Alright, time to have my Billy Idol out. My sister shotgun. Which way do I even go? The walkie-talkie, small radio, solvent and a plastic jar. No, thank you. Where do you even... I'm gonna get so lost in this place, I don't even know where I'm gonna end up. I'm gonna stick to where I just was. This is fine. This is totally fine. Someone must be... Is that S.T.A.L.K.E.R's barbecue? Now what would make a good hideout? Something like that would make a good hideout. Blow out on the comms. I'll come back and check that. Ammunition is damaged. That. Stash with some gunsmithing tools. Take that. I gotta be wary what I'm carrying though. Is that concrete? Is that a way up to the outside world? If I can get... I can hear something up to the outside world. It looks to be so. No, it's just up another level. Oh, I am really getting myself lost here. It's all in the name of just knowing where... trying to get everywhere. Possibly get to. Oh, here's the question. Is it possible to actually get up to the top of that? Yes, it is. Okay, another way out, another way out. This place is a Swiss cheese. Except, no matter which way in or which way out you try to go, the cheese tries to kill you. Let's sweep on this level. More magazines. This is just a web. It's the only way I can describe this place. It is a web, a honeycomb. Damaged ammunition. Gas lamp. Gas lamp runs on gas, finite resource, still light. Did a bloodsucker or any of the others keep that lit? Or some of the bandits from earlier? You know what? For science. What's in this? It's a journal. Sentimental value, I'm assuming. Footsteps again. A hammer. God, this isn't healthy. Let me guess, I took your porno mag. The amount of book you just taught, I don't think I'm gonna get anything useful off of you. It's another way out. Death report. Agroprom, everything covered in some kind of slimy stuff. No trace or clue, script, PDA near this mess. I'll be sticking around. It'll be me. He's fishing out next. Another gas lamp. And another way out. That seems like a pretty definitive end. Oh, okay. Let's get to... Did I already try to open this? I didn't. Probably because of that. Oh god, this whole experience is not good for my heart. Good thing I'm young. Let's go down a level. To the place which I complained about possibly getting lost in to begin with. And have a good shuffle round there. Oh. Bottle of something there. Advocate tabs. And that. Nothing in there. Battery's gone. My headlamp. More batteries. They're good. Just lob that back on now. I can do it without twitching, pulling out the wrong things. Okay, this isn't leading to anywhere. Right idea though, apparently. Is that a way out? Sounds like a way out. Okay. Let's proceed down this way. More shotgun rounds. I got enough buckshot. To be really careful here. Ugh. Didn't like that. Can I even... Oh, I'm a bit lost. Where's this going to lead me to? Oh, I don't like the look of this place. I do not like that at all. .7 rounds. You're kidding me. It's 50 cal, isn't it? 7.92 as well? Industrial grease or great, something to raise a glass with. I don't like the look of that. Really don't. It's not happening. So you run away. He says, totally convincingly. I don't want to be turning my back here. Rodent meat. I'll take the head. I did not want to get set about. That looked bloody likely. This is fine. This is totally fine. Can I get under here? Hope for the best I can't. Oh. I'm hearing a burner anomaly. Is it a burner anomaly? It's something. Now, how do I tackle this? It's like a burn anomaly, except it moves. It patrols. I'm not dumbfounded by it. I'm just. Please, after you. How much battery have I got left? Fair bit. Very loose needs to be done in there. There is. I see a bottle or something. Is the pattern of this predictable? I didn't need the water. Here I am anyway. Yeah, sure. This is just an agriculture institute. Yeah, definitely an agriculture institute. I have Ow! Okay, now I'm bleeding and I'm in the dark. And I don't have much going for me. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Oh, I don't like the look of this at all. Do I really want to climb back up there?